Hey everybody, this is Minion Soldier and this is Ship Updates. Now, right off the bat, we're going to start with the easy stuff and then we're going to move on to the Hurricane Q&A. Now, as of the time of this recording, I am still waiting on part 2 because I got to get this rendered, uploaded, all that. So, if I end up waiting much longer, I'm going to cut the video and then I will just add a second part later on once we get part 2. But anyways, let's start with the quick and easy stuff. Now, we did get a very small update on the Buccaneer. Here's Matt Sherman configuring the hard points on the ship. This is from Sandy Gardner's Twitter. That's pretty much all there was to that. There was just a picture, but once again, the Buccaneer getting closer and closer. So I don't know, 262, maybe more likely 27, if there is officially a 27 at this point. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but definitely getting closer. And usually the production cycle on these fighters is about a year, so it was sold last June. So hopefully by the summer we'll be flying this ship. Now, there is a subscriber flash sale going on for the F7C Hornet Wildfire. I think last month they did a subscriber flash sale of the Sabre Comet, I believe, and this month it is the F7C Hornet Wildfire. At $175, you know, I don't know, to each his own on that one, but it is up. If you're a subscriber and you're looking to pick up that ship, it's available now. So, of course, the big news is the Hurricane, and we're going to be going through part 1 of the Q&A. Hopefully part 2 will be done by the time I'm done recording this, so I can go get those answers, put those in the video, but more than likely this is going to be kind of a two-parter thing, and I'll put out a quick video tomorrow with part 2. Now, the first question, can the turret be slaved? Of course, that was a big thing that I was talking about last week, and the answer is yes, but with additional avionics. So you're going to pay a price there, but you can do it. Now, as for mounting the guns in a flash fire mount, they deal with that a little bit later in the Q&A. So question 2 was more or less a question, rank its speed in terms of speed and maneuverability. Where would it rate amongst the fighters in the Star Citizen universe? And the question more or less was not answered. It was very meandering. They said things like it has a good sized boost tank and it's faster than it is maneuverable. So pretty much what they're saying is we don't know yet. Wait and see. Now, question 3. Can you put a flash fire mount on the ship, sort of like you got on the Hornet or on the Cutlass? The answer is yes, probably, but you're not going to be able to go all the way up to, say, a size 6 gun attached there, maybe a couple of size 4s. And so with 2 size 4s up there on the back and 2 size 4s, if you take out the gimbals on the basically on the nose mounted guns, that would be a lot of firepower on this ship with fixed guns and only the pilot. So it's, you know, that's kind of where to me it starts to get a little bit interesting as a fighter. So that was kind of cool to find that out. Now, question 4, they're talking about, is this a soloable fighter? Is it, you know, something that you can easily manage by yourself? And the answer was that it was most effective when it's piloted by someone and someone else in the turret. It's a 2-man ship because the pilot's going to be more busy managing resources because, you know, as you find out more about this fighter, it's, you know, in terms of its power core and in terms of its resiliency and its maneuverability, it's kind of lacking. So the pilot's going to pretty much have his handful, so he's going to need the gunner to kind of get the work done. So that wasn't such a, you know, such a great answer in terms of, you know, being a positive for the ship. Now, question 5 was, you know, probably not the best question. It was, what role does this ship have amongst the pantheon of fighters in the Star Citizen universe? And it's a DPS beast, you know, it's a glass cannon. It's it's meant to put out high burst damage and then escape, which is, a point that in the brochure and in the write-up for the ship is, it's that point is made a couple of times, and probably more than a couple. So that's kind of what it is. It's just a get in quick, hit them hard, and then GTFO type ship. Question 6. How is it a heavy fighter? It doesn't have, it's not very large. It doesn't have heavy armor. It doesn't have heavy shields. What makes this, it's sized like a medium fighter. What makes this a heavy fighter? Heavy armament. That's the qualifier, is it's got a heavy armament in 6 size 3 guns on gimbals. Now, question 7. Basically, does it have ejection seats? Answer, yes, it does. Now, question 8, what is the range of the ship? In a range between Gladius being shortest, Vanguard being the longest, where does this sit in that spectrum? Closer to the Gladius than the Vanguard. So, it doesn't sound like this thing really has legs to go all that far in terms of range, so it's probably going to be pretty firmly tethered to the ship that it's operating off of, be it an Idris or whatnot, or the base on a planet that it's operating from, or space station, whatever. Now, question 9. How far can the power generator be upgraded on the ship? Now, as none of that has actually been finalized or really put in the game in any functional or meaningful manner that we could actually start to work from, it's pretty much an unanswered question, but understandably so. It's a little soon for that, but they did go on to say that the power generator on the ship, by the modern standards in this fictional universe, is considered underpowered. So you're going to be upgrading it. As to how far you can upgrade it, there's just, the metrics aren't there yet to tell you, it's 100 megawatts, you can take it to 150, and this is all the drain of all the different systems on your ship. So now you know how exactly it's going to, we're just not there yet for that kind of an answer. Now, question 10, I guess people were asking what was the best tactic to use with a fighter like this. Well, you have a fighter that's probably, power core wise, you're probably going to end up using projectiles. It's fast, but not maneuverable. So, it is boom and zoom. It's the definition of boom and zoom. Get in fast, hit them hard, and then, get the hell out of there. Get some distance, reassess the situation, and then maybe try to take another stab at them. So that is part 1 of the Q&A on the Anvil Hurricane. Now, hopefully, I'm going to reload the webpage and I'm going to see part 2. Okay, so I just did a refresh on the page and Q&A part 2 is not up yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a supplementary video, hopefully tomorrow, and we can deal with that, and then I can kind of give my reaction to the Hurricane, what I think of it. I've already kind of formed my opinion, but I want to wait and see what's said in part 2 of the QA before I, basically deliver that opinion. But one thing I did want to note is that even though we didn't get part 2 of the Q&A, we did see the weekly newsletter come out, and it has an updated production schedule, and it sets a goal of March 23rd for 262. However, this ship, the Buccaneer, does not appear anywhere that I could see immediately on that update. So Buccaneer, probably not 262, so somewhere off into the future. So hopefully soon. And I don't see the Dragonfly on there either, so yeah. Anyways, that is, I guess, part 1 of ship updates, to be continued tomorrow with part 2 of the Q&A on the Anvil Hurricane. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.
Quantum travel initiated.